Hello my dear children, welcome to my channel Sudhir Sir Chemistry. But as your exam is coming very near for IB exam, I thought I will give explanation for at least LAQs and SAQ in each videos. And this is our second year topic, beta chemistry second year P block element, and I am going to discuss this LAQ topic for you. Just listen here. The first question is from P block. I am going to write here. But how is ammonia manufactured by the Haber's process? How is ammonia manufactured by Haber's process? But this question they will ask for 8 marks. But in this one we are having it 2 questions. First part A, how is ammonia manufactured by the Haber's process? And second part, how does the ammonia react with the following? So second part also right here. B, how does, or we can say, how is the ammonia reacts with? How does ammonia reacts with? But the first one is aqueous ZnSO4 solution, right? Second one is aqueous copper sulfate solution, and third one is it react with the AgCl. How does it react with the AgCl? So first of all we will see the first part. But how is the ammonia can be manufactured by the Haber's process? So first we will write here preparation of ammonia. See beta, how to score the 8 marks in this question, that one only I will tell you. Preparation of ammonia, it can be done by Haber's process. Preparation of ammonia, it can be done by Haber's process. Do you know beta what is the Haber's process? Haber's process means the process where N2 gas combining with H2 gas with a half-heated arrows, it gives 2 moles of ammonia in the form of a gas. See here, nitrogen combining with the hydrogen 2 gives rise to ammonia. And you know beta, the process is a exothermic process, so amount of heat energy can be liberated. Delta V H equal to negative. Now one more point I will tell you. We have to balance it. 3 into 2, 6 hydrogens are there. Give the 6. But here 1 mole of nitrogen is N2, and here also we are having as a N2. That is the 1 mole of nitrogen we are having. But the amount of heat energy liberated was given in your book. Maybe that value something called as a minus 92.3 kJ. The value will be there. So reaction is a exothermic. How to score the 8 marks means the first part you have to write preparation of ammonia by Haber's process. Write down this reaction. For writing this reaction you will get 1 mark. But by seeing this reaction, can we write one statement? This is what as a nitrogen. So I should say 1 mole of N2 combines with 3 moles of H2 and gives how many beta? Gives 2 moles of ammonia. This is the first point we have to write by seeing the equation. But as the equation was given here, by seeing the equation we are able to write the statement as it is what they gave here. Right? 1 mole of N2 can be combined with 3 moles of H2 gives rise to 2 moles of ammonia. First point was over. This is the first point by seeing the reaction. Second point beta, this reaction indicates that delta H value is a positive or negative. Sir, it is a negative, means we should write formation of ammonia is a, yes sir, formation of ammonia is an exothermic process, because sir delta H value negative, the process will be called as a what? Exothermic process. Is it clear beta? Now third point also I should write here. Beta here formation of ammonia is an exothermic. Third point, nitrogen how many mole? 1. Hydrogen how many mole beta? 3. 1 plus 3 how many? 4. How many mole of ammonia? 2. Means can we say formation of ammonia shows decrease in volume? Yes sir. See beta, nitrogen how many mole? 1. Hydrogen how many mole? 3. 3 plus 1 what? 4 mole. But what it gives? 2 mole. So can we say formation of ammonia formation of ammonia takes place by decrease in volume. So 2 point over beta. First one, by seeing the reaction we wrote the statement. Second point, formation of ammonia is an exothermic because delta H negative. Third point, formation of ammonia takes place by decrease in volume. Sir, how? Beta, here 1 mole of N2, 3 mole of N2. 1 plus 3, 4 mole. It gives 2 mole. 4 mole gives 2 mole. 4 mole gives 2 mole. 4 gives 2. Volume decreases, decrease in volume. But by seeing this one, now we can say, so here, next point you have to write here. But according to Le-Chatelier principle, according to Le-Chatelier principle, see beta, all exothermic reaction takes place at low temperature. All exothermic reactions, it takes place at low temperature. Is it clear beta? The first point you have to say. See, process is a exo. So according to Le-Chatelier principle, what you should say beta? All exothermic reaction will take place at low temperature. Second point we can say beta. According to Le-Chatelier principle, that decrease in volume must takes place at high pressure. See beta, you got the two terms here. One is a temperature which should be low. One is a pressure which should be high. Because Le-Chatelier principle says that beta, volume is inversely proportional to pressure. Now as we know, formation of ammonia will take place by decrease in volume. So decrease in volume, it must take place at high pressure. So we can say beta, all exothermic reaction take place at low temperature. Decrease in volume must take place at high pressure. Hence we can say, hence formation of ammonia takes place at, instead of low temperature beta, take place at optimum temperature, that is 725 to 775 Kelvin, and at high pressure, because it takes place at high pressure, they said that, and it takes place at high pressure, and pressure they have maintained here 200 to 300 atmospheric pressure. You can say that it is a 200 to 300 atmospheric pressure. See beta, by writing this one, you will get the 4 marks easily. So how to get score the first 4 marks? Because see, this question they are asking for 8 marks. LAQ beta. How is ammonia prepared by the Haber process, and how does the ammonia react with the following? For getting the 4 marks, first write down preparation of ammonia Haber process, and this reaction write down delta H value minus 92.3, and by seeing this reaction, please make a one statement here clearly. What is that beta? 1 mole of N2 combined with 3 moles of H2 gives rise to 2 moles of ammonia, and delta H value this one. By writing this one, you will get 1 mark. Second one, formation of ammonia is an exothermic. Formation of ammonia takes place by decrease in volume, because I told you 1 plus 3, 4 volume is 2 volume, decrease in volume. Now Le-Chatelier principle says that beta, all exothermic reaction must occur at low temperature, and all the reaction which will occur by decrease in volume, it must occur at a high pressure. So according to Le-Chatelier principle, all exothermic reaction take place at low temperature, and decrease in volume must take place at high pressure. Right beta? That is, formation of ammonia take place at low temperature means optimum temperature we have to maintain, because all the reactant are in the gaseous phase. At low temperature reaction cannot perform. So it must take place at, what we can say, at optimum temperature, that is 725 to 775 Kelvin, and here beta pressure must be high, that is 200 to 300 atmospheric pressure. Right? Temperature should be 725 to 775, pressure should be 200 to 300 atmospheric pressure. But one more, you should add the catalyst, that is the iron powder as a catalyst to increase the rate of reaction. Right beta? So I am going to write here the temperature, pressure and even the catalyst. Is it clear? By seeing all these one, after writing all, beta you have to make one box here. In the box you have to mention these are the optimum conditions. Place is not here, but I am going to write on this part. Here we have to write here as a optimum condition. Sir, what is a optimum condition? Beta, what is the optimum condition to prepare or to manufacture the ammonia by Haber's process? Condition number 1. What is that, beta? Temperature. It should be low. What is that, sir? 725 to 775 Kelvin. First point. Second point, beta. What is that? So pressure. You know, formation of ammonia take place at, it will take place by decreasing volume. So it must be take place at high pressure. What is the pressure, sir? It should be 300 to 200 to 300 atm. Atm what is a atmospheric pressure. Very good, sir. Third one, beta, you should add the catalyst over it. What is the catalyst I should add here, sir? Iron powder is the catalyst must be added on it. Temperature 725 to 775, pressure 200 to 300, catalyst must be, beta, iron powder. And fourth point, concentration of N2 and H2 must be pure. Means greater the concentration of N2 and H2, more the production of the ammonia. But these are the optimum conditions we have to maintain. We are getting the ammonia by the Haber's process. But once you see here, once you see it is there on the board. Right, beta? So this is a complete way we have to write. But one more point is missing here. See here, what is that? Sir, formation of ammonia is a reversible process. But I didn't wrote here, but you should mention here. It is a reversible process. It is an exothermic process. But it will shows decrease in volume. So according to Le-Chatelet principle, all exothermic reaction take place at low temperature. Because exothermic means low. But 1 plus 3, 4 volume gives 2 volume. Decrease in volume is high pressure. Then decrease in volume must take place at high pressure. So what is the optimum temperature, beta? 725 to 775, and high pressure should be 200 to 300. Catalyst should be iron powdered. Concentration of reactants should be pure. And to increase the activity of catalyst, we have to add the promoter. But a promoter is the molybdenum. Right? So these are the way to score the first 4 marks in the first half part of it. What is that? How the ammonia can be prepared or manufactured by the Haber's process. See, beta, once again, I'll tell you. Preparation of ammonia by Haber's process. N2 plus 3H2 gives rise to 2 ammonia. Delta H value equal to minus 92.3. By seeing this reaction, write down the first statement. 1 mole of nitrogen combines with 3 moles of hydrogen gives 2 moles of ammonia. Formation of ammonia is an exothermic process. Yes, sir. Formation of ammonia take place by decrease in volume. Decrease in, beta, 1 plus 3, 4 volume. It gives rise to 2 volume. So decrease in volume. But as it decrease in volume is what we can say. According to Le-Chatelet principle, beta, all exothermic reaction take place at low temperature and decrease in volume must take place at high pressure. What is the low temperature, beta? Actually, low temperature, all reaction cannot be performed at a low temperature. We have to maintain optimum temperature, that is 725 to 775 Kelvin, and pressure must be high, beta, that is 200 to 300 atmospheric pressure. By seeing this one, we have to make one condition, optimum condition. Temperature 725 to 775, pressure should be 200 to 300, catalyst should be iron powder, and concentration of N2 and H2 should be pure. And for increasing the activity of catalyst, we have to add the promoter, that is a molybdenum. Right, beta? Please take a screenshot of it. I'll go to the second part of it, that is how does ammonia reacts with a ZnSO4, copper sulfate and AgCl. Right, take a screenshot of it. Very good, beta. Second part we'll see now. How does this ammonia react with the following? What is the following we are having, beta? Reaction of ammonia with a ZnSO4, reaction of ammonia with a copper sulfate, and reaction of ammonia with a AgCl, which is in the solid state. See, beta, this is a 100%. I will tell you, if you buy this question, pakka will get in the IP exam and you are able to score, beta, 8 marks easily here. First one. Second part, beta, ZnSO4. reaction of ammonia with a ZnSO4. Right, beta? Suppose I will say this is a ammonia and it is combining with a aqueous ZnSO4. But it will form the white precipitate of it. It will form the white precipitate of it. What is the white precipitate? Zinc hydroxide and zinc sulfate. It will form here ammonium sulfate plus ZnOH taken twice. See, reaction of ammonia with a ZnSO4. But you know beta, ammonia means directly ammonia cannot react with the ZnSO4. What I should take? Aqueous solution of ammonia, nothing but the NH4OH. But this ammonium hydroxide, is it clear beta? Ammonia solution. Actually, I should not write NH3, but I should write here as a ammonical solutions or ammonia or ammonium hydroxide. But it reacts with ZnSO4, and what it gives rise to? It gives rise to ammonium sulfate and it gives rise to zinc hydroxide. But this zinc hydroxide, which one you got now? It is a white precipitate. Is it clear beta? Ammonium hydroxide on combining with zinc sulfate, it gives rise to ammonium sulfate and zinc hydroxide. If you want to write the statement, you can write in this way. What is that? Ammonium hydroxide means ammonia solution on reacting with a ZnSO4, it gives white precipitate of Zn hydroxide and ammonium sulfate. So you can write the statement here. I will write here. But ammonia solution means NH4OH plus means beta reacts with ZnSO4 gives, arrow means gives this one white precipitate of zinc hydroxide. It is the first part over. Second part beta aqueous copper sulfate solution. Beta aqueous copper sulfate solution means I should write in this way. It is a aqueous copper sulfate solution. Same beta, instead of ammonia solution I will write ammonia, and aqueous copper sulfate means I will write CuSO4. Beta it has a tendency to form the complex compound, right beta? It has a tendency to form the complex compound, that is Cu, and we are having ammonia taken 4 times, outside we are having beta sulfate. But actually this sulfate which one we wrote here it is in the aqueous form, right? Complete this is in the aqueous form. So ammonia on reacting with the copper sulfate, what it gives beta? Ammonia on reacting with the copper sulfate, it gives rise to complex. What is the name of this complex beta? Tetraamine copper 2 sulfate. Tetra means 4. Amine. Tetraamine. Then it is called as a what beta? Copper sulfate. Tetraamine copper sulfate is a complex which is obtained here, and this complex, it is a deep blue colored complex beta. It is a deep blue colored complex was obtained. So once again, ammonia on reacting with the copper sulfate, it gives rise to deep blue colored complex, that is tetraamine copper sulfate. You can write down the statement beta. Ammonia reacts with copper sulfate, arrow gives deep blue colored complex. So right beta, ammonia plus copper sulfate, it gives rise to Cu, ammonia taken 4 times, square bracket, SO4 called as a tetraamine copper sulfate. This is deep blue colored complex. So by writing these 2 points, but we are getting here 1 mark here and 1 mark here, 2 marks, and one more for AGCL, 1 more mark. The previous first part where we are getting the beta 5 marks, and here we are getting the 3 marks, 5 plus 3, 8 marks. So please make a note of this one once again. Beta ammonia react with ZnSO4. Instead of ammonia, write down the ammonia solution NH4OH on reacting with zinc sulfate. It gives rise to white precipitate of zinc hydroxide. Beta copper sulfate, ammonia react with the copper sulfate, it forms deep blue colored of the complex. And third one is there beta, that is called as a reaction of ammonia with a silver chloride. You know beta, it also gives rise to a colorless complex compound. I will show you third one. Shall I take out this one? Right. The third one, which one I am going to tell you, beta, reaction of this ammonia with a silver chloride. See sir, silver chloride on reacting with ammonia, it gives rise to, how beta? It gives rise to a colorless complex compound. Is it clear beta? Ag, ammonia taken 2 times outside Cl, and this is a aqueous form and it is a colorless complex compound. It will give rise to colorless complex compound. How to write the statement sirs here? Ammonia react with AgCl. Ammonia reacts with AgCl and gives colorless complex compound. But this colorless complex compound, which one we got? Actually, this is a diamine silver chloride. But instead of writing the name, if you write colorless complex compound, it is enough to score the 8 marks. So this is the one question beta which one I did for 8 marks. It took nearly 20 minutes to explain you. But once you revise with me beta, definitely 100% I will tell you, everybody are able to buy this question. Point number 1. How the ammonia can be prepared or manufactured by Haber's process. So first you have to write reaction. How to write beta? N2 plus 3H2 gives 2NH3, delta H equal to minus 92.3 kJ. Is it clear? Very good. By seeing this reaction, write down the statement. 1 mole of nitrogen on combining with 3 moles of hydrogen gives rise to 2 moles of ammonia. Over. Next point. Formation of ammonia means the formation of ammonia is an exothermic. Sir, how we know exothermic? But a delta H value negative we wrote na. So that is exothermic. Formation of ammonia is a exothermic. Over. Formation of ammonia shows decrease in volume. Over. According to Le-Chatelier principle, beta, all the exothermic reaction that Le-Chatelier principle is there. According to him, all exothermic reaction must occur at low temperature. Point number 2. Decrease in volume. According to Le-Chatelier principle, decrease in volume must take place at high pressure. So you got a 2 factor. One is the temperature, one is the pressure. What is the temperature you got beta? Temperature must be 725 to 775 Kelvin. Pressure must be 200 to 300 atmospheric pressure. Right? Then make a one box optimum condition mein. Write down temperature 725 to 775 Kelvin. Pressure should be, yes, 200 to 300 atm. But a catalyst should be, yes, iron powder. Promoter should be molybdenum. And concentration of reactant N2 and H2 should be pure. First part over, we got the 5 marks. Come for the second part. How does ammonia react with ZnSO4? But ZnSO4 ke liye don't write NH3, write NH4OH. NH4OH plus ZnSO4, it gives rise to white precipitate of ZnOH taken twice, plus remaining is a byproduct, ammonium sulfate. But a second reaction of ammonia with copper sulfate, NH3 plus CuSO4, it gives rise to deep blue color of the complex compound, Cu ammonia taken 4 times sulfate, deep blue colored complex compound. And last one, reaction of ammonia with the AgCl. But NH3 plus AgCl means 2 mole of NH3 plus AgCl. What it gives? Ag, ammonia taken 2 times outside the bracket Cl, called as a colorless complex compound. I hope everybody understood better these 8 marks. Right? Take a screenshot. We'll go with one more LAQ. Right, but first LAQ we completed from P block. In that one, how ammonia can be manufactured by the Haber's process and how does the ammonia react with the following, like ZnSO4, CuSO4, AgCl. And see, beta, in exam these three only they will ask you. Which one? How does ammonia react with ZnSO4, CuSO4 and AgCl? No need to go for others and all. These 3 is enough. So, did you revise beta everything in manufactured by ammonia by Haber's process? How? N2 plus 3H2 gives 2 ammonia. Delta H equal to minus 92. Right? That is minus negative indicate that it is a exothermic. By seeing the reaction, write the statement. How beta? 1 mole of nitrogen combining with 3 moles of hydrogen gives rise to 2 mole of ammonia. Right? Formation of ammonia indicates that it is a exothermic reaction. Next one. Formation of ammonia indicate it is a decrease in volume. Third one beta. According to Le-Chatelier principle, all exothermic reaction must occur at low temperature and formation of ammonia according to Le-Chatelier principle we can say decrease in volume must occur at the high pressure. So beta, Exothermic reaction must occur at low temperature. Decrease in volume must occur at high pressure. So what is the low temperature? That is optimum temperature 725 to 775 Kelvin and high pressure 200 to 300 atmospheric pressure. Then make a box, that is the optimum condition. Temperature should be 725 to 775, pressure should be 200 to 300, catalyst should be iron powder, right? And the promoter, promoter means it is a substance which is used to increase the activity of catalyst called as a promoter. Molybdenum is the promoter. And concentration of the reactant should be pure. Reactant is what we are having, N2 and H2. If it is pure, the more amount of ammonia we are getting. How does it react with the following? So ammonia plus ZnSO4, instead of that you have to write the solution of ammonia, NH4OH plus ZnSO4, it gives rise to white precipitate of ZnOH taken twice plus ammonium sulfate, that is NH4 taken twice SO4. How does the ammonia react with the copper sulfate, sir? Now instead of taking NH4OH, you should write NH3 plus CuSO4. NH3 should be 2 mole. It gives rise to a deep blue color of the complex compound. What is that Cu, then ammonia taken 4 times, square bracket, outside that sulfate. And last one is AgCl. Ammonia react with AgCl. 2 moles of NH3 plus AgCl gives rise to Ag, ammonia taken 2 times, square bracket Cl. Right? It is a colorless complex compound. Right, first LAQ over. Chalo, we'll go with the second LAQ, that means manufacture of nitric acid by the Ostwald process. It is also there in P block. So now second question which I am going to write, where the part A Part A which I am going to write here, how is nitric acid manufactured by Ostwald process? How is nitric acid, you know formula of nitric acid? Very good. Nitric acid manufactured by Ostwald process. Sir, how is nitric acid can be manufactured by Ostwald process? That is a part A But part B also we are having. How does nitric acid react with the copper, zinc, sulfur and phosphorus? Right, reaction of nitric acid we can say. How does nitric acid reacts with, right? How does nitric acid react with the following? Following means in our NCERT, or we can say, in our Telugu Academy, reaction of nitric acid with copper, zinc, sulfur and phosphorus is given. Copper, zinc, sulfur and phosphorus is given, right? See here. How does nitric acid react with the copper, zinc, sulfur and phosphorus? But before that, can we go with the first part? Manufacture of nitric acid by Ostwald process. This is the first part. So make a heading, manufacture of nitric acid by Ostwald process. Sir, manufacture of nitric acid by Ostwald process can be taken by the following step. What is step 1, step 2 and step 3. Step 1 is called as a oxidation of ammonia. Step 1 is a oxidation of ammonia. Sir, ammonia means NH3. Oxidation means O2. But NH3 plus O2, what it gives, it gives rise to NO and water molecule. NO and water molecule. But most of the children don't know how to balance this reaction. I'll tell you a small trick over it. Sir, 45, 46, balance. 4 moles, 5 moles, 4 moles, 6 moles. It was balanced. Is it clear? But we have to use here as a platinum as a catalyst. Should be there. PT should be catalyst. But the temperature should be somewhere called as a 500 Kelvin is the temperature. Something 9 bar is the pressure. So this is a way. Is it clear, beta? Step number 1. Once again repeat with me, beta. What is the step number 1? Oxidation of ammonia. Sir, ammonia on oxidation gives rise to NO plus H2O. Is it clear, beta? And it will take place in presence of a platinum as a catalyst. PT, beta. Platinum as a catalyst. 500 Kelvin is the temperature. And 9 bar is the pressure. Bar is a unit of pressure. That is 9 bar is the pressure. We got the first step में NO we got it. बेटा second step में step number 2. बेटा step number 2 में this NO which is obtained, I should do oxidation of NO. Sir, oxidation of NO. बेटा this is a NO gas. It on oxidation, it gives rise to nitrogen dioxide. बेटा in some notes, some books they have written in such a way, oxidation of ammonia gives rise to nitric acid, nitric oxide. Oxidation of nitric oxide gives rise to nitrogen dioxide. No need all. Only step you write down and enough. Step 1 beta, oxidation of ammonia. Step 2, oxidation of nitric oxide. NO beta, nitric oxide. It gives rise to nitrogen dioxide. If you want to balance, you can balance very simple beta. If you make it 2 moles and make it 2 moles, everything balance. 2 into 2, 4. 2 plus 2, 4. 2 nitrogen, 2 nitrogen. Sir, NO2 called as a beta? Very good. Nitrogen dioxide. Beta NO called as a what? Sir, nitric oxide. 2 step over. Beta step number 3. Step number 3. See here. So what we got here now? Till now we got the NO2. Beta obtain NO2 on hydrolysis gives rise to dilute nitric acid. So now I should do hydrolysis of NO2 and now I should write hydrolysis of NO2 gives HNO3. Sir, what is meant by hydrolysis? Addition of water. So I should write here NO2 on hydrolysis. It gives nitric acid. What is nitric acid beta? HNO3 plus NO. Is it clear beta? Plus NO. I got the nitric acid here. And if you want to balance this one also, it is simple way beta. 3 1 2 1. Seetha. 3 moles 1 mole 2 mole 1 mole. Check it. Nitrogen 3. 2 nitrogen plus 1. Oxygen 6 plus 1 7. 6 plus 1 7. Hydrogen 2. Check it beta. Hydrogen 2. And I got here as a HNO3 called as a nitric acid. But once again I'll explain you what is that. Sir, preparation of this nitric acid can be done by the Ostwald process. It will occur with the 3 steps. Step number 1, say beta, oxidation of, yes, ammonia. Step number 2, oxidation of NO. Step number 3, hydrolysis of NO. Beta, step number 1, oxidation of ammonia, what will say? Ammonia on oxidation gives rise to NH3 plus O2. It gives rise to NO plus H2O. NO plus H2O. How to balance? 4, 5, 4, 6. 45, 46. Platinum as a catalyst. 500 Kelvin. 9 bar pressure. Is it clear? Second step beta, oxidation of NO. NO on oxidation gives rise to NO2. See beta, NO plus O2 gives rise to NO2. NO called as a nitric oxide, NO2 called as a nitrogen dioxide. Third step, hydrolysis of NO2 beta, it gives rise to nitric acid. See, NO2 on hydrolysis, it gives rise to nitric acid plus H2O. 3 mole, 1 mole, 2 mole, 1 mole. Is it clear? See beta, roughly. Again, I will tell you what we did. Step number 1, oxidation of ammonia. Sir, it gives rise to NO plus H2O. Step number 2, oxidation of NO, it gives rise to NO2. Third step, hydrolysis of NO2. Sir, what it gives rise to? It gives rise to nitric acid, correct, plus NO. Balancing, sir, 45, 46. Right, beta? 2 moles, is it clear? This is over. Sir, 3 mole, 1 mole, 2 mole, 1 mole. Everything balanced over. So, if you write this 3 step beta, you are going to get here as a 4 marks. But no, I will say just simply 4 marks. Better to go with some more part here. What is that? Sir, obtained nitric acid is a very dilute nitric acid beta. So, we should concentrate it. That is not written in the here, but we have to mention it. What is that now? Concentration of HNO3. But a concentration means this obtained nitric acid is a very dilute and we have to concentrate this nitric acid in such a way that we should get the crystal of 100% crystal of a nitric acid. But how to do here? Concentration of nitric acid HNO3 can be done by the following stage. What is the stage 1? This obtained nitric acid, which is a dilute, it is concentrated by distillation. See, I will tell you stage number 1. HNO3. How it is beta? It is a dilute. What to do, sir? Distillation. Beta, by doing distillation, what I got? I got still HNO3, but it is now 68%. The concentration of nitric acid stage 1. Dilute nitric acid on distillation gives rise to 68% of nitric acid. Now stage 2 beta, or we can say step 2. This obtained 68%. See, it is a very dilute to 68% we got it. Now stage 2, that obtains 68% of nitric acid, it is dehydrated beta. This one, it is having water molecule. Na? This HNO3, which is a 68%, we have to go with a process called as a dehydration. Sir, what is meant by dehydration? Removal of water molecule. Sir, removal of water molecule can be done in presence of what? Concentrated sulfuric acid. Now I got nitric acid, which is a 98% pure. Is it clear, beta? And the last step on freezing, stage number 3 beta. Stage number 3. What is that? These obtained nitric acid, which is a 98% beta. Here I should do freezing. Beta, on freezing this nitric acid, I got 100% pure crystal. 100% pure crystal of nitric acid. Is it clear, beta? If you write all these things, you will get the 4 marks. Chalo, shall we revise it once again? Manufacture of nitric acid by Ostwald process. Step number 1, oxidation of ammonia. NH3 plus O2 gives rise to, yes, NO plus H2O. Step number 2, oxidation of NO. Beta, NO plus O2 gives rise to NO2. Right? Step number 3, what is that? Hydrolysis of NO2. Beta, NO2 plus H2O gives rise to HNO3 plus NO. This obtained NO, it can be recycled again. Right? Balancing 45, 46, 2 mole, 1 mole and 2 mole. Last one, beta, 3 mole, 1 mole, 2 mole, 1 mole. We got the HNO3. Obtained nitric acid is a very dilute. I should concentrate it. So concentration of nitric acid can be done by 3 stages. Stage number 1, nitric acid on distillation gives 68% of nitric acid. Stage number 2 beta, that is 68% of nitric acid on dehydration gives 98% of nitric acid. Stage number 3, on freezing, 90% of nitric acid gives rise to 100% pure crystal of nitric acid. If you write all these things beta, for first part you are going to get the 4 marks. We'll go with the second one, that is how does the nitric acid can be react with copper, zinc, sulfur and phosphorus for another 4 marks. Please take a screenshot of this one. So, is it clear beta? First one is the manufacture of nitric acid by Ostwald process. First step is oxidation of ammonia. Second one is oxidation of NO. And third one is hydrolysis of NO2 gives rise to HNO3. Is it clear? Then, obtained HNO3 is a dilute. So I should concentrate it. Concentration of nitric acid can be done by the 3 stages. Stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. But our distillation gives 68%, dehydration gives 98%, and freezing gives rise to 100%, right? Chalo. I will go with another part of it. Take a screenshot of it. But now second part we will see here. Second part is how does this nitric acid react with the following? What is the following? Copper, zinc and all. See what I will tell you. Reactions now. First one, it is a copper. So do one thing beta. Copper reacting with nitric acid. So you should write 2 reactions here. Copper react with nitric acid. But the first one is the dilute. The second one is the concentrated. 1 second. Second one is that zinc beta. I will write here. Zinc. Zn. Zinc. Sir, zinc react with nitric acid. But you should write 2 times here. Zinc react with nitric acid. Is it clear? But the first one is the dilute nitric acid and second one is the concentrated nitric acid. See beta, copper with dilute nitric acid, it gives rise to copper nitrate, CuNO3 taken twice. CuNO3 taken twice. Beta, zinc with nitric acid gives rise to zinc nitrate, ZnNO3 taken twice. Sir, here also ZnNO3 taken twice. It is a common. Copper with nitric acid, it's salt, copper nitrate. Zinc with nitric acid gives salt, that is zinc nitrate. But it will give rise to water molecule. Here also we are getting water molecule. Here also we are getting water molecule. Here also we are getting water molecule, but the most important one is this one. Remember the trick, beta. Because we started with dilute, concentrated, copper, zinc, right? Start with here. One is a NO, second one is a NO2, third one is a N2O, fourth one is a NO2. Repeat, beta. First one is the NO, second one is the NO2, third one is the N2O, fourth one is the NO2. Beta, what is the NO called as a? Sir, it is called as a nitric oxide. What is the NO2 called as a? Sir, NO2 called as a nitrogen dioxide. But what is this N2O called as a? Sir, N2O called as a nitrous oxide. Do you know nitrous oxide is nothing but a laughing gas. And NO2 is called as a nitrogen dioxide. But everybody, most of the students are getting confusion in the NO, NO2 and what karke. So I will tell you. But order. Copper में dilute concentrated, dilute NO, concentrated NO2, zinc का dilute N2O and zinc का concentrated, means all the concentrated nitric acid gives rise to NO2 gas common, but dilute में if it is copper it gives rise to NO, and if it is zinc beta it gives rise to N2O. If you want to write the statement you can write in these ways here. Copper reacts with dilute nitric acid gives rise to copper nitrate and nitric oxide. Is it clear? If you want to write the statement, you can write in such a way. Sir, copper reacts with dilute HNO3, but it gives CuNO3 taken twice and NO gas. Is it clear? Can you write second statement, beta? Yes, sir. How, beta? Cu reacts with concentrated HNO3 and gives CuNO3 taken twice and gives, how, beta? Say CuNO3 taken twice and NO2 gas. But same way, can you write a statement here? Zinc reacts with dilute nitric acid gives rise to zinc nitrate and N2O gas. But what is the name of this one? This is called as a zinc nitrate and nitrous oxide gas. But it is called as a copper nitrate and liberate the NO2 gas. Is it clear, beta? This is the only one part which one we wrote. What is the one part, beta? Reaction of copper. Yes, sir. Reaction of copper with dilute nitric acid and reaction of zinc with a dilute nitric acid. This is only two part we wrote. Is it clear, beta? Please take a screenshot. Right. Now reaction of nitric acid, right, beta, with a sulfur and with a phosphorus. It's a very important and easy, beta. Now this two part is over with that two part also very simple. Can you revise, beta, this one? Yes, please revise it. Dilute copper react with dilute nitric acid. Beta, copper react with concentrated nitric acid. Salt is common. CuNO3 taken twice plus H2O. If it is dilute, NO, and if it is a concentrated, it is a NO2. Zinc, dilute nitric acid, dilute nitric acid, it gives rise to zinc nitrate, ZnNO3 taken twice plus H2O, and it gives rise to, beta, what is that? N2O gas, because it is dilute. But if it is a concentrated, it gives rise to NO2 gas. Now come for the sulfur now. Third one is sulfur. Sir, reaction of this dilute or reaction of nitric acid with the sulfur. Sir, sulfur on reacting with nitric acid, it gives rise to its acid. What is this acid, beta? Sulfur ka acid, sulfuric acid. Sulfur ka acid, beta? Sulfuric acid. And nitric acid can be converted into what? Yes, sir. NO2 gas plus water. Phosphorus now, sir. Phosphorus. Sir, phosphorus on reacting with nitric acid gives rise to its acid. Beta, what is the acid of phosphorus? H3PO4. Very good, beta. Its acid is H3PO4 plus HNO3 converted into what? NO2 plus H2O. Is it clear? Sulfur with nitric acid gives rise to what? Sulfuric acid and phosphorus on reacting with nitric acid gives rise to what? It is called as a phosphoric acid. H3PO3 and H3PO4. But H3PO4 is a IC acid, but H3PO3 is a OUS acid. So this is called as a phosphoric acid. And how to write a statement, sir? Statement you should write in this way. Phosphorus reacts with nitric acid, gives rise to phosphoric acid. Sulfur reacts with nitric acid, gives rise to sulfuric acid. Is it clear, beta? Up to here, if you write, you are able to score, beta, 8 marks easily. Chalo, what we did till now? The first question, which one we did? Preparation or manufacture of ammonia by Haber's process. How does the ammonia react with ZnSO4, CuSO4 and AgCl? Second one we did, beta, manufacture of a nitric acid by the Ostwald process, and how does this nitric acid react with the following? Following is copper, zinc. Third one is what, beta? Sulfur and phosphorus. Copper के लिए 2 reactions, dilute and concentrated. Zinc also 2, dilute and concentrated. Sulfur के लिए 1, H2SO4, and phosphorus also 1, that is H2SO4. I hope, beta, you everybody understood this one, because these are the 2 LAQs which one I did here, and this definitely this 2 LAQ will help you to revise the thing. But try to see this video repeatedly and please practice it. And after seeing this one, while seeing the video, make a notes. After making the notes, close your book and write down, beta, without seeing, and try to clarify where is the mistakes and all, and try to rectify the mistake whatever you are doing. But no need to bother about the balancing and all. If you are able to do the balancing part, do it. If not, at least you write down the reaction, reactants and the product, and by seeing the reaction, write down the statement. Definitely you people are able to score 8 out of 8. Right? Thank you, beta. Thank you very much. If you like my videos and all, please try to share these videos to everyone, the student, those who are needy for this one. Right? Thank you, beta. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Take care. Bye.